Browns obviously have a number of guys that they would, more likely than not, that they want to extend. So Nick Chubb, Wyatt Teller, Mayfield, and Ward. I know you've written on this topic. Take us through the thought. Should the Browns extend Nick Chubb and Wyatt Teller before Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward?
Well, as we know, Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward have had their fifth-year options picked up, so they're under contract through 2022. So even though they will have those discussions with them, and they may even extend one or both of them this summer, they don't have to. There's not the sense of urgency to get that done right away. So I do think they really need to kind of take a look at what they want to do with Nick Chubb and Wyatt Teller, and how they want to manage their cap in regards to those guys, because they are heading into the final year of their contract. And therefore, if you don't get it done by the beginning of the season, a lot of times you're looking into either franchising one of those guys, or letting somebody walk, or just trying to get something done after the season. So I do think there is a little bit of a sense of urgency to try to to get that wrapped up. You don't want that hanging over your head if you can avoid it. I think Nick Chubb, he could end up being a priority for them because of everything that he stands for this team. So I think he's somebody they'll try to do. And then, they can be creative with it. They can do something that includes incentives. It doesn't have to be a real long contract. It doesn't have to be a 5-year deal worth $16 million a year. Maybe they do something shorter that gives him an opportunity to re-up after that as well. So there are a lot of different ways you can approach it.
The other thing is, Nick Chubb is a guy that I'm sure they really would like to reward. And Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry, and particularly Andrew Berry, has shown signing guys early is something that he values and believes in.
Yes, absolutely. And, that is what you want to do. You want to draft well, and then you want to retain your own guys. You want to draft them, you want to develop them, and you want to keep them. That's the best way to go. And you want to do that within the framework of your roster building, within your salary structure as well. You don't necessarily want to have a bunch of super expensive guys on their second contract. You want to keep drafting and manage it from that standpoint as well. But when you get your star players like the Myles Garretts and the Denzel Wards and the Baker Mayfields, you want to get those guys to their second contract. You want them to be here. You want them to be the core of why and how you get to a Super Bowl, and that will be the approach.